Okay. It's been a minute since I've ran the multi-output in this damn thing, but let's see if I can get this to appear. Let's see if I can get this to appear really quick. Okay. That's what I want. Let's see. Okay. And then, whoa. I'm putting a different one up. Oh my god. See, window capture. It does show up, obviously. I had that there for a reason, but okay. Okay, what else was I wanting? Oh, yes. I need to check to see. I'm gonna put this in full screen. And then I said I'm gonna put this in full screen. Yeah, I gotta say, running this on my fucking PC, man. Honestly. Let's see. Is it... Oh! Okay. So, that's why that's happening. It's weird whenever you do that. And it does that for some reason. Okay, let me try this. Yeah, you can see it now. I could try adjusting the resolution for this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just put it in the other. Let's see, if I put it in this specifically, because there's a desktop mode. That's not what I want. What the hell? Okay, I'll just use this one, jeez. Okay, if I full screen it, can I see it like that? Okay. So it looks like I have to do that specifically. Damn it! Yeah, I've ran this on PC in the past. I just, it's been a long time. But I don't think I'm doing a playthrough of this per se. I don't know if I want to, but I'll play a bit of it here and now, every now and then on stream. You know, I would honestly rather... I would rather run this damn thing on my other PC, because I don't know. You can just hear my PC with the fan going crazy. But, it's weird because whenever I don't full screen this damn thing and have it in full screen, for some reason it will, my other PC is probably, it's got better, has a better GPU and CPU, but, for some reason whenever I run it on this PC, for some reason, whenever I have it in windowed mode, it does something extremely weird. But as a keyboard and mouse user, ds2 is very fucking dead. I'm using a different mouse than what I was using on the other PC with ds1, but that's not where it is. It's down here, there, and then, yeah, that's something I noticed about ds2's fucking dead, man. Like, I don't know, those damn lips, man. Like, my god. I don't know, they just bug me for some reason. I like, what the fuck, man? You know, some things that I've kind of learned about this is that, well, recently, you know, ds2, you know, on Steam, right? What is it? You know, it's what, like, depends on which one you're getting it for. Right, I don't know, it's like $39.99 for that, yeah, it's like $40. Right, there's a season pass, which includes a DLC that's $25, and just the Crown of the Ivory King, which is $10. And then there's a Scholar of the First Sin version, which is 40. Yeah, it's 40 once again. It's a completely different version, right? Of the game. it's very weird how both of them versions of the game are still available, right? Considering that DS1 is, not available on Steam anymore, right? Yeah, that is very weird. Compared to that edition, and the remastered is obviously too. But if you choose to get both of those, right, that's like $80. If you go for the other two as well, I mean, that's not even getting into there's probably some extra stuff that might make it $100. So, just getting everything for a day. It's kind of like Sonic Racing Crossroads, with how expensive everything is, right? It's not like DS1 Remastered. I mean, looking at how much that is. That's, Dark Souls Remastered by itself is around 40. Yeah. DS3 is 60, but I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. It's like, what the heck, I could choose, as far as starter sets go, typically whenever you hear about games, typically buying something for that much is pretty crazy, And, if I buy, like, Prime Trilogy on the Wii, right, it's still about as much, and it's a Wii game, right? And then I was talking about Crossroads, right? Yeah. It's like, what the hell, man? Ugh. But I mean, typically most games are probably priced around like 20 to 50. On consoles typically. And whenever you're I don't know, the Switch, it depends on what you're talking about too. Because I've seen some pretty cheap Switch games, which is surprising. And if I look at older games now, if I went and bought those, I mean, I don't know. It's like, on older consoles. Like, if we were looking at prices and shit, like, and the consoles, man, from my understanding, if you, of course I'm just talking about Steam once again here, like, if you're talking about games on the Switch, I mean, from my understanding, if you buy the Switch, for some reason, the Switch, Switch prices versus the games is just kind of like, right? Like, these are just weird things some people probably have gone over in the past that are just kind of like, But, anyways, the starter sets. Like, I don't think Warrior is very good, considering you start with a broken weapon. But you do have strength and dex pretty high up, early on, right? And Knight, at least you got a weapon. You you got a weapon with knight, and you got some pretty good armor. And how it differs from ds1, right? You have the stamina and flip load for you to be able to roll quickly enough. It's just, what I find weird about rolls in this game, they don't nearly as affect you. They're not nearly, they don't matter as much that they do in ds1. It's just kind of like the swordsman. I think it's power stance. I don't remember, but something like that, yeah. And, that was something that this game brought, dual loading. Honestly, dual loading is so weird, honestly. It's like you have to use multiple different fucking man. I don't know, I just feel like it's very unreliable. You have to, if you think about it, right? If you're using two different weapons in two different hands or whatever, it's like, honestly, I don't know. It's just weird. There's like, I think it's more about DPS, right? Yeah, whenever you do that. But, like, if I'm using a weaker weapon, or ones that are just this, like, or ones with lightning and magic damage, it's like, what? In certain situations, that can be kind of stupid, honestly. So, I really don't like the idea of dual loading, exactly. Or power stancing. I don't think it's very smart or good. Maybe it can give you more DPS over time, but like, it's like in a game like this too. There are probably much better things you can do at times than that in these games. I don't know, that's just me. But Bandit at least has some defenses. It's more of a dex thing, it's got more dex and strength, even though they use a hand axe for some reason. It also looks pretty weird. You see, for some reason, whenever you play as a fucking dizzy. They have that over the damn book. What the fuck? Cleric. Yeah, they have very... Okay. Cleric might actually have some strength. They have very low dex. Of course, they have very high faith. A little bit of attunement. I guess Cleric isn't bad, but it just doesn't have, like, equipment that has very much defense. Equipment that has very defense-wise. It has heal early on. It's just like, you can see that you have the mace, that's probably why, but, you don't have any ranged options with it. Explorer. Explorer actually has some pretty average stats. Oh, okay. It looks more balanced than the other ones, and if you didn't tell, it has a lot of starter items, including like a Pharaoh's Rockstone. So that could be useful. Maybe a repair powder if you need it. Like, yeah. For some reason, there's a magic ring, for some reason. Deprived is probably even worse than it is in DS1, but... For some reason, I have this strange feeling that Sorcerer is probably a bit better than what people give it credit for, to be honest. Like, if I... found this weird, but, Hmm. 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 Sometimes the stupid AI, or whatever, if you book, it will tell you something weird about fucking duh, but I don't know. Duh. Like, it'll tell me that whatever you... Okay, the last time I looked at it, if I remember correctly, it says something about Explorer, Bandit, and Knight? Yeah, I think that's what it was saying, the best... I don't know about that, but... Yeah, you can go with Explorer if you want, right? But if you go with Healing Wares gives you a lot more healing items than, what Explorer does. And I don't know, if I start off with Sorcerer, I guess I'll show this. I'm gonna show multiple things here. But, whenever I play ds2 on, versus PC, I always have to play with slightly different controls. I mean, they can be similar, I suppose, but I'm not gonna read lore and be fucking Exactly, I mean, a lot of it that you read in this game, I mean, a lot of the items that appear in this game probably already appeared in DS1 anyways. If I ever decide to do a lore through at some point, I might consider doing that, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm just, yeah, this ogre's here. I'm sure it would make this ogre a lot easier if you just, You can also lure him out to get that item. If you kill him, he'll give you a stone ring. This is a pretty good cheese spot. I don't remember how many they give or whatever. If you look at the starter damage, this guy can leash to around here, but how much easier this makes it compared to just using a regular weapon. Early on with the starter set. I mean, I know I'm using a wall, but like, what the hell? I wonder, like, is Sorcerer underrated as a starter set in this? I don't know. But, just tore that dude up or whatever, right? A lot of those enemies too will probably. And yeah, I got 20 life gems. The Explorer only gives you 10, right? I just tore that dude apart. You know, with just sorcerers, you know. Those two enemies don't respawn. Both of them give you like 1,000 souls. There's like 2 more over there. Right? Again, this is regular ds2 and not Scholar the first sim. But, yeah, you know, those 2 guys are over there. Sex Change Coffin is over there. Snuggly is up there, right? There. Whenever I've played ds2 in the past, I've always, if you kill an enemy over and over again, just one enemy, like completely primed off of one enemy at a bonfire, right? They'll eventually stop spawning. So if I did that with all the enemies in this area, they would eventually not respawn at all, just like those ogre enemies. So you can use that as a method to kind of like leveling up if you're good. I guess I've never, at a certain point, I thought the game like that, you know? Like, what if they expected you to play it like that, you know? Just slow and methodical. I mean, the extra souls you're gonna be getting out of it over just going for the bosses and killing them once. Killing those bosses once. Again, there's bonfire ascetics. There's a really good strat for civic bosses, and certain areas where enemies spawn or whatever they probably use. You know, for getting souls or whatever, you know, if you got a bunch of bonfire ascetics on you. Especially, like, this first area over here. I might as well risk that bonfire over there. Yes, you get 10 life gems with the Explorer. There's, like, 4 other ones here. Okay, that's 1. One of these corpses have like 3 on them, I think. Was it this one? Okay, there's 3 on that one, yeah. So that's 24 already, you know, if you went with the Explorer you would have 30 already. You'd probably have 34? But if we got the healing layers once again, we'd have that, a radiant life gem, and 1, like 3 radiant life gems and 1 old radiant life gem. Also, you know, on this version of the game that I'm playing, if we look at these weapons, something I noticed about them. That humongous mace is actually really good. It's the best one out of all of these, from what I've seen. No. 3? Okay, let me just go in here. Yeah. I don't have the stats for it right now, but it certainly is. It's 145 at base. 90 for this axe. For some reason, I've seen that a hand axe, which is what this is, you know, it's just down instead of the... I don't know what's up with this item. I guess it's scaling? I don't know. Hand axes normally do 120. Why do hand axes do 120 in this game? Ugh. The yellow quartz longsword. A lot of the regular weapons typically do that much. And then the black flamestone dagger. I guess it's probably better than the regular dagger. But like, not much. This staff? I need the stats for it, obviously, but may or may not be better than this one, but I need the stats for it. It's probably better if you're going for dark. Ace, well, not really. But, it is probably a better staff than that one. I don't remember, I'm pretty sure you typically don't get it this easy on Scholar of the First Sin. So, like, look at these shields. These shields are straight up trash. They aren't very good. I guess that the bound one has high physical. I mean, it's higher for you know, for a while. That one armor sells probably is much better. That one medium shield. I think there's homeward bones here. I need to turn that off, God. I suppose sorcerer at the start. Three strength. Well, yeah, they are just good for some reason. But if you look at, most people give these enemies here a lot of bullshit. Damage it does on them. A lot of those starter weapons actually probably are, you know, dead. It's obviously Scholar of the First Sin is harder in this, but yeah, a lot of the starter weapons, man, compared to what starting Soul Arrow does. The sorcerer, like, what the hell? I mean, a lot of them probably use that one broken weapon like a warrior, or if I use there's a lot of weapons too, unless maybe it might be a couple of weapons you can get if you grind them. A lot of the weapons you get access to early on. melee weapons. They are fucking trash. Like, oh my god, you know. The best one that I've seen, and I guess we'll get on to that in a bit, but, other than those ones I got, which, you know, some people can probably see as cheating, I suppose, but, if you use those, but, especially that homunculus mace, like, my god, but, that's the one that I actually think that is good out of these. That axe is trash. That yellow quartz longsword, it's pretty much the equivalent of a lot of longswords. That's also trash. Look at the scaling on it. Like, oh my god. And the black flamestone dagger, I guess that's okay. I don't know what the moveset's like, but yeah, the scaling's still kind of bad. Even if the damage is higher than that one. Who knows? Maybe it's like the dagger. Maybe that's be good in that case, if it is, but since I have 3 strength right with the sorcerer, probably not going to, you know, use this shield. Crimson Parma, which requires 6 strength. You want to use shields, of course. And early on, this is probably like a very bad shield, but it is probably the best one you're going to get if you got a starter character for some time. Without buying anything like that from the one armor. But, I should really turn that one setting off. I mean, I probably just had it on for a joke, but it's kind of annoying, honestly. But the fan starts going crazy. But it's like, my god, is this PC gonna blow up? No, I just put it on some stupid settings, but like, how many times will it take these dudes to die? You just kill them over and over again. It's like 7 to 20, I don't remember. Somewhere around there. If you just kill them one at a time and respawn them at the bonfire. If you just use a sorcerer, man, you could probably use a very slow method just to deal with these guys and get souls. And to be very stupid, you could probably do that eventually over time. And if you're good, I suppose, you know, if you're that good, you won't have to. You can be smarter, faster, and methodical about it and go through the game and fucking good, but like, again, Slime Bone Nest. I haven't even gotten the Estus Flask from the Firekeeper yet. Look how many life gems I have. If you save up a lot of those for some time, you could probably, get pretty far in this without, right? Getting the Estus Flask if you were that good enough. lot of the bosses will actually give you some pretty decent sized boss souls too. All the earlier ones to go with the souls you're probably getting in this. A lot of the bosses, the first earlier bosses, you know, like literally the first boss, which is probably in the Forest of the Fallen Giants, gives you about as much as gargoyles. Most bosses in that game don't give you that much for some time, but after a certain amount of time, yeah. I mean, duh. Now if I listed this bonfire, I actually have two other characters for this, but, you could probably fight that first boss there just with soul arrows, right? Probably the boss in the Forest of the Fallen Giants as well. You know, just with soul arrows are not really a melee weapon. I'll show you, you know, a lot of the weapons, the dagger, and a lot of the starter equipment, you know, is basically dagger equivalent, right? And this dagger, if I use them on these guys, oh look, I hit finally. That Nessus Flash, you gotta worry about your health, man. And not dead. And then if you don't kill them, you obviously gotta sit down on the bonfire again just to You see the difference between just me doing melee versus obviously, and compared to just seeing how much damage the dagger does over the soul arrow and the reach of the dagger, man, it really makes up for that, you know? And makes it a whole lot easier for you to kill those idiots. Like, like those three little fucking pigs or whatever the fuck they are, mole rats, they do fuck a lot of people up. They are known for doing that, you know? And the soul arrow, like, dude. Hi, Kim. Hello, bro. You know, if I'm two-handing a lot, it's probably doing more damage than it would normally do. With the dagger, it's not gonna do that with the other one. This help a little bit. Enemies in this area, they're probably formers. They're obviously undead, you can tell. They have weird coats, but from my understanding, they fought in a war at a certain point that was going on in this area. I would go up there, but I don't really care right now. There's an item over there you have to jump to. A lot of people find that item to be extremely ridiculous just to get. But just to jump to it, man, because jumping in this game is just fucking stupid. But I probably would have a lot easier time, you know, getting around those enemies if I were playing ds1. The stamina in this is like fucking good, you know. And the recovery timing of the character, just so many things that make it a lot more annoying to deal with, right? Like, you know, what the fuck, you know? Obviously, Soul Arrow is going to do more damage than the dagger. You got limited uses, but again, if you got enough of them, it can carry you for a long damn time. It's obvious Soul Arrow is doing way more damage compared to those other weapons. Even, you know, just something as simple as just climbing up ladders here can be kind of fucking good. And in harder areas, you know, later on, man, it gets really noticeable how much that affects you, man. How much shit like that just changes your, right? Those guys can hit me out of that. If you're really just that stupid about it. I'm actually just running around a lot of these enemies. Was that my PC? Hell no. Damn, my sister's PC blew up. That is fucking hilarious, totally. You know, if I compare the Soul Arrow and a lot of starting sorceries in ds1, they don't appear to have this much fucking good. You know, Soul Arrow is still very useful in No Man's Wharf, even. So, the, you know, that's very strange. But obviously for using the same equipment, maybe other than the night, I don't know. But that probably weapon that they're using, you probably need to upgrade a bit. That's honestly weird to me, you know? You go to Valencia, you can obviously get life gems. Or a Leningrass key. You also have a soul arrow sorcery and a heal. Honestly, compared to ds2, I'm not very experienced at it, and I typically don't play it, you know. I probably got this broken thief sword somewhere. That's literally what the warrior starts out with. And the same fucking damage as the dagger. And the dagger is probably better. But the explorer starts out with a dagger. I guess the bandit starts out with the axe, I guess. But the cleric's armor is not much different than what we're using here with the sorcerer. Just the sorcerer's soul arrow is like so much better, man. It's just crazy. There are just little things that, you know, depending on what build I'm using. That first area probably isn't very, you know, it's not much, you know. Let me do a jumping attack on this dude. I mean, at least it gives you 10. Sure, and then if you get her over there to fucking do it. But if you really think about it, I guess you could go and fight the pursuer and go to dip. But looking at the other way, you know, where to Hades Tower of Flame. If you want to get there quicker, you know, to No Man's Wharf and the area beyond that, it's probably better just to go that way and not ever go here in the first place. You get a hand axe here, I guess. You need something, right? And that leather shield, you know. Looking at those first items. Okay, where the fuck these first items. They're not much different than these other shields. Yeah, sure, this one has 90 physical defense, but look at the others. Compared to some other shields I've seen in this area, man, they are just fucking trash. You're not gonna find really any shields in that other area. But of course, that one person probably sells a shield if you want to get it. You know, and they're even better than... Well, I guess it's got the best stability out of all the other ones. I suppose. It's the night after this area, and some enemies, you know, in the lower area, that's kind of, can get kind of, You didn't rest the bonfire. I'm not admittedly that good at this game. I don't play this game like ds1. But it's probably because I don't ever want to finish it and put in the time to actually try and do it like ds1. Because I played that game so much more. I don't know if I really would ever like play this game. You know, and finish the playthrough of it. I mean, I'm not that experienced with it. There's not very many skips in ds2 to speak of, like there is in ds1. You know, it's just like you play the PC version, right? With the Duke, with the Duke glitch. With the Duke glitch, fucking Sun Sorcerer skip. The skip into fucking man. I am aware there's that one really crazy one that's but compared to, but that's only in the ds2 version, not Scholar of the First Sin if I remember correctly. So it's probably on the Pacific version of the game. Right? If you level ADP, sure, your roll will get better. You didn't notice, stamina probably good. Everything feels weird compared to S1. You know, for somebody who's played the game that much. Right? Most of the people who have played this game, probably, you know, back then, whenever I first did, they were probably they probably would have had to have played ds1, right? I'm sure that's probably the case. You obviously need 12 faith. But it's not just the stamina, it's a lot of other things too. Just the very act of attacking using specific weapons or putting up your damn shield, man. Ugh. And for somebody like me, a lot of that stuff doesn't really matter that much. But, I mean, everything that's been going on in my life, man, like seriously. And the kind of things that I've chosen to do, and the things that, the games that I've just chosen to play, it's like, my god, man. Okay, I'm back here. What was I wanting to do now? I guess you can talk to this person.
You have this. It is a handed. I am. You probably. Well, there's nothing. Do you believe and anything? What we call. Do you see to be a we, and that thereof and wherever each. If that.
There sure is a lot of this.
When you protect.
But you get a covenant out of it. You know, for some reason, I have, you know, I've been playing a lot of ds2 recently, especially.
People let.
You know, and the kind of things I was doing with it, like the randomizer run, and the, you know, item randomizer, not just, it wasn't just items, it was, the enemies that I kind of randomized too. Modding is even weird with this game too, you know. It's not something people really seem to get into, like, nearly as much compared to that. And the direction that I know, you know, that this game eventually, well, I guess so. Do this really quick. I probably need the souls for it. Anyways. Let me fight one of these guys with just a few of these guys with just the dagger. These guys are very slow. The knights that are in the lower area of that, where Valencia is, they're a lot faster. These guys probably have more health. I don't know if they do more damage. I don't remember that. As far sorcerer, if you notice, starts out with pretty low health, right? And stamina compared to the other starter characters. That's pretty normal for the sorcerer, right? Now if you just run by these guys... But, you know, that's another thing. If I try quitting out, just running by them, at a certain point to, like, for instance, fight these three assholes, it'll spawn me in probably a place you wouldn't expect. The enemies, either that or the enemies will still be aggroing onto me. Their positions won't reset. Yeah, you don't have to fight him, you can just run by them. And go into the boss room and just roll off like an idiot. But, yeah, if you just quit out, right? You know, in a similar way to ds1, right? They will still run after you, you know? If something happens to the game, right? You know, if, like, the damn thing crashes, right? It's like, duh. It'll probably, do the same exact thing, and the enemies will still be aggro onto you in most cases, right? They will still run after you, right? It's just like quitting out, right? If the game crashes or something, right? Right? It'll still do the exact same fucking thing. One of them fell off, wow. The computer gets powered off, something else happens. It's not like most people typically, stream, right? These sword dudes probably do more damage. It's weird because... why aren't those other guys going after me? It's probably because they back off to let this one dude fight you, and then either they go after you, they both try to gang up on you. It depends on where you are though. You can actually get one of them to leash. If you're like, if you're where I am, I guess you can probably... That's the dude that fell off. Wow, see, this one probably will still continue running after you. You still only have to fight him, but he fell off. And then that one, you know, you still would have to fight him, maybe. He's still kind of the... There are two switches that you pull in this area. Now, if you get to this point, most of the time these guys will typically follow you all the way down here. Sometimes they don't. And you'll have to fight that too. But... see, the ones that... This one is different from the other ones, right? This is a great sworder. Right? Those other ones had smaller swords, that's why they were doing less damage. Their health is probably different as well. You can actually cheese this boss. So I will be showing that. You cannot cheese the other boss. And getting to him can be kind of weird unless you're just running by everybody. surprisingly, this dude is actually, easier to deal with. And it makes me wonder, do most people who play this game, in order to, did they use this, do they do that specifically to cheese his ass? There are two switches you pull to fight him normally if you want to. It's obviously easier to... he's not that hard or whatever if you just fight him normally. But with Soul Heroes, yeah, it'd be very easy. There is a switch here for this staircase. If you play on Scholar or the first Sin version, there is a fucking dragon in it. Right? There is a fucking dragon in it. So it's like, what that tells me is that the developers did not intend to be here. They intended you probably to go through Force of the Fallen Giants. He just fell off. I don't know what's up with these guys falling off for some reason. And that's the one that... Yeah. Something I don't normally do with these guys. You could probably maybe get them to fall off. Or just kill him with soul arrows, that one. You just needed to kill that one that first dude there that was in this area. After that, it's just these guys. If you do the specific way, you could probably get a couple of them to leash and just probably fight one of them or something. But with soul arrows, yeah. So once you get that damn thing to just... you can return here and maybe pull it if you die or something. I don't know how I got them to leash. I probably did it somehow. That dude leashed. But the Great Sworders are still going after him. Okay then. It's probably clearly one of the ones from the damn, I can't just quit out, so I always have to deal with these assholes. Anyway, so... Okay, I don't want to go in this direction, but there's a giant fucking thing that will fall down. There's a ring there. A walkway. Fighting them all one by one doesn't seem, in my case at least, quicker. Now if you need to pull this, you have plenty of time to do it, especially if you die. Since he's back, since I brought this down, I just want the ring, so I'll just grab that. Ring of Binding. Old Radiant Life Gems, so that's the fourth one. Now, Old Radiant Life Gems, with this amount of health, you probably wouldn't be using that right now. Ring of Binding is probably one of the most useful rings in the game, if you're probably going to die and go hollow. But Like I said, I'm not very good at cheesing this guy. It's like, no. I might as well just, you know, fight him normally. Honestly. But if you get good at cheesing him, you know, it'll obviously be better just to do that. Or, you know, he's got to be in the right position for him to fall off, man. I can dodge his attacks pretty well, if you didn't notice. 30 soul arrows probably would do it. Might as well not me though. He seems to be better at that than I am doing it to him. Soul arrow, you know, makes it a lot easier. And if I, you know, there's also a couple of switches. There's one right here. The game expects you to pull this switch. The developers probably expect you to pull that switch there behind that idiot. And here's the yellow one, right here. That third one is just, you know, there's a completely different boss over there if you want to fight him. And he's much more difficult than that guy. You can't just cheese him or whatever. He's on par with the Pursuer, you know. The Pursuer is in the Force of the Fallen Giants, but good thing you have plenty of time for this. Okay. You know, the weird thing about bosses, if you don't notice, it's just one dude. They may or may not be easier in ds2 just to dodge their attacks. Like in this case. If I'm fighting him with a regular melee weapon, I'd be having like much harder of a time. Probably. And if you didn't notice, you know, most of the starter characters use daggers. Obviously, he's probably going to be a bit more bulkier than these other Hade Knights. Honestly, I've always found these Hade Knights to be easier to go up against than anybody in the... other than those one fucking... It's weird, isn't it? But they put a fucking grate there, you know? That's, you know, in Stellar of the First Sin. Like, it's supposed to be harder or something. A Drake you probably typically wouldn't see until late game. Do you find that weird? That's not the spot, but it's close. No. There's so much room in there, especially if you do pull the other ones up, because what happens if you do pull those switches, the water will, you know, won't be an obstacle anymore. It'll pull up a bunch of walkways in there, so you won't fall off at all into the water. So it makes that a lot easier. Not to mention if you're just cheesing him, especially, you know. Why would you worry about using life gems or an Estus flask here? You probably would with that other guy. But, okay, yeah. Got him there. Are you trying to push him off with soul arrows and increase your chances? Seriously. So you gotta be in a specific position. I don't know the position for it. It's kind of fucking stupid. But,
Are you from these parts? My name is Lycia. I have come to spread the art of miracles,
No,
a
really?
practice of which I am a disciple. I can see that you are well suited to comprehend their wondrous power.
oh, from some
What the cost of it?
serious dumb luck, I guess.
That's for your heart to decide.
Yeah. 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 Heal. She sells a heal spell as well. Same price as Melintia. Of course, she sells a lot of other ones, including Lightning Spear, which is 22. But it's only 3 uses. It's kind of slow in this game. So it sounds like kind of useless. Ugh. Heal is probably much more useful in this.
The king, gone. The earth, ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy. I fear that by now, they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracles. Why did I come here? Well, do I need any other reason than to spread the gospel of miracles?
What?
My preceptor always said this art should be shared with the world.
Huh?
And such is my only wish. Sometimes I fight the urge to pack up and go back home. It is... well, I must do this. And being out here all alone only makes this a more fitting test of my fortitude. I expected this cathedral to be bustling, but there's hardly a soul to be found here. Without any goings-on, I'll have to move
With that
soon
asshole below you, I'm not
to a
surprised.
place I could gull the... Sorry. Help the gullible by teaching
What?
the good word. I expected this cathedral to be bustling, but there's hardly a soul to be found here. Without any goings-on, I'll have to move soon to a place I could gull the... Sorry. Help the gullible by teaching the good word.
Sounds very suspicious.
May the power of miracles be with you. Offer your souls to the gods.
Yeah, I got this ring, yes. Connect. Ooh. Which one was it? That's tab, dumbass. That's... okay, that's what it was, yeah. 791. No. Oh my god. 791, right? 768. That obviously is just a ring for, it's a covenant ring, right? And for the blue sentinels. It increases your health slightly. I mean, hardly, but it does. Most rings do that. Most rings increases something. Yeah, very odd. Also, this stone ring, right? And this is a reduction of enemy poise. Poise is also so fucking weird in this, man. Like, seriously. What I was saying about you know, this person. The medium heal. That was, but there's a reason why I say it's more useful.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey. Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
Using, life gems? It's kind of mysterious, isn't it? Because, you know, the fact that you get infinite life gems if you do something on a winch, right? And, you know, not having that infinite source or whatever, if you run out at a certain point, that can be very bad. Yes, the Estus Blast helps, but it's actually really fucking slow. Yeah, I'm not kidding, man. It is really fucking slow. It's a lot slower than ds1's Estus Blast. Obviously, you start out with 5 of this ds1. Here, what, 1? At least sitting at a bonfire still resets shit. Like, ugh. And I did that wrong. Because I'm an idiot. See, that Dragon Rider gave me 12k. So I'm confused. Is it harsher than the gargoyles? Okay, where the hell are you guys, huh? It is slower. And it seems to be a lot easier for, enemies to knock you out of an Estus Flask use. If they, right? It's weird how, just the simplest tweaks can throw somebody off that much, man. The simplest changes, the simplest fucking man. I mean, I'm okay. I'm sure, I could be playing much better. Especially if I'm fucking but like, dude. Also, there is which makes me wonder, is ds2 harsher than ds1 because of that alone? I don't know. I don't know. The most difficult boss people say is in this game is the blue smelter demon. Or a smelter demon, right? Right? Boy, man, that shit is just fucking dead. Wait. I would probably still struggle with it as of now. Even with, like, some stronger sorcerers, I'd probably still struggle with it.
Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid. Seek those whose names are unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away. Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it, to see light, however fainted.
Okay. I believe you need 9 to be able to wield the homunculus mace. It's the only one really that's any good. I have Leningrass key, don't I? Now, if I use these other souls, I have a Dragon Rider soul. $6K. Yeah, 2 shards.
Bearer of the curse, seek the lest this.
that. I only have one attunement slot still, but I'll probably have another one pretty soon anyways. Okay, so...
Who are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door. I packed my tools in, but now somebody's gone and locked the door.
You won't get access to this blacksmith if you don't go to the and you know, talk to Valencia, because for some reason she has it. Maybe she stole it from him.
I'm a blacksmith. I'm nothing without my tools. Bring me that key.
At least, yeah, that's the normal way to do it, obviously. I obviously have it. And you get a short bow. Soon. For some reason, I think the bandit has a short bow to start out with. I think. But again, okay. So, I guess I'm going back here. No, you're not. Yes, I do want to go back here, actually, yeah. It's weird to me, you know, going back to this game. And... because I'm pretty sure I have not beaten it. A lot of these knights in this area, they have a lot more weapons that have, you know, a lot more range. Så vad löser du? Ow. If you look at the source for a starter set, the only thing that really has any defense is the Black Hollow Mage Robe. This is still the exact same part of the thing we started out with, the clothing we were wearing. So we could just, you know, put this on, I guess, if we want more defense, but like, boom. Honestly, that starter stuff really... Okay, there's the starter set, and then there's the starting fucking traveling shit. Okay. Kill you, please. I need to kill you. The nice thing about the SS Flask and the Life Gems is that they both heal over time. But if you notice, the SS takes longer to go off than the fucking Life Gem does. douche. Hurry up. Oh, hello. I got somebody else to kill now. That's a backstep. It's not a roll. I don't even want to get into parrying now. I don't even see a reason to parry in this. I guess you can knock shields away. The thing about these dudes is, unless you time the fucking, bash to damn it's replacing the kick. Yeah, I don't know if the timing is tighter or not than the kick. Because that is weird. Come on. Oh. Awesome. No, come on. There we go. Okay, so it's probably like closer near the edge of it. Yeah. You can use your own firebomb, but yeah. In fact, there's a way to use a firebomb on the wall, and then it'll blow up from the other side. Is it intentional? We don't know. God. As somebody who's played games, once I played, it's like, obviously I have mental health issues. I want to get better. I want to, I'm at specific age where I need to fucking, right? I obviously need to fucking obviously. Hello, bro. So it's like, with me it's like, with some things I probably have to re-experience some of them. Because it's like, I've obviously never beaten this game. And more recently, especially after that stupid long-ass fucking 17-hour fucking BS on OBS. Everything that's been going on with me more recently, it's like, Like, these things take time, okay? I don't know, it's like, you know, understanding yourself better. That archer. But probably can complicate things a bit. That one, not so much. Luckily, these soul arrows are help me out a bit more, and I'm making it but bit easier to say what I'm saying there. But I need to go this way. I probably don't have to go over here specifically, but I guess there's a Titanite shard. It's just weird because, you know, going back to this game and remembering why am I going this way? Idiot. It's like I have a... Alright, am I being followed? No. I'll just ignore him. You might not see me playing this very much here. No, streaming or whatever. I mean, I'm probably gonna be mostly playing Sonic Rumble and Sonic Racing Crossroads, but if it might be kind of like Neo 1, right? You know, it's not. I'll probably be playing Neo 1 more, but it's just like, what the fuck, you know? The more that I play games, it's like they're re-experiencing them. Especially with some of these Souls games, and replay them after long periods of time, you know, it's like, because I've had several times where I've just lost all my shit. With computers, fucking good. Where I haven't played the damn thing in a while. And it's like, later on, I'm doing something else, like with the stupid Dark Souls 1 playthrough I was doing, right? Recently. And it's like, memory, right? You know? It's even to the point of remembering it's like I'm still, you know, just certain things that I've done in the past, right? Whenever playing through DS1 or DS2, right? And specific in specific areas. There's like some weird nostalgia thing going on. You know? Some weird, whenever you're playing a game, right, there's obviously muscle memory and other things going on, right? You know, you're also watching other people's videos. It's like, somebody with mental health issues, it's like, right? And then seeing somebody else read the lore versus yourself doing it, it's like, I don't know. It's just a weird. Is it? I don't really know myself that well. I want to get to know myself better, and I want to be able to grow as a person, obviously. And this will help do that, obviously. So, yeah. Going back here and doing this, I mean, there are reasons too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just daydreaming, I think. My name is Kale. I'm a traveler, like yourself. I'm navigating the continent to create a map. Why cartography, you ask? Well, that's a good question. When I first came to this forsaken land, it was... a curse? Something about a curse? How embarrassing. I seem to have lost my focus. But I do know one thing for certain. I have always been very fond of...
Yeah, it is very weird, isn't it?
I came to this land some time ago. Drangleic, the Lost Kingdom. It sounded so romantic. Have you seen Majula? Well, there's a rather spacious mansion there. I've made it my temporary home. Well, as something of a squatter, I'm afraid. Inside the mansion, I found a strange map, like none I'd ever seen. I believe that it's a map of Drangleic. Now I'm traveling the land to prove it. Yes, that's it. That's why I came to the kingdom. Wait, no, that wasn't it. Then what? I don't seem to recall. Were you looking for that map? Wonderful. Then you're fascinated by maps, just like me. Shame on you. You should have told me before. Here, take this. A key to the mansion. What a joy to meet a kindred spirit out here.
Yeah, isn't it just weird? There's some of these things about Souls games too, and things it covers, and just some of the things that I'm seeing about, given the kind of issues I have as a mentally disabled person, trauma-wise. Isn't it very weird? game, aren't I? Whether I do a recording or not, I mean, you know, whatever. It's not like it matters to me that much or whatever, you know? I'm playing a game. Ugh. Just play it however you want to play it, man. Like, seriously. But, now, if I go back to Majora,
You, stand back. This is dangerous work. The name's Lenigrast, just a simple blacksmith. And you are, another useless traveler. A man ought to labor with his feet planted firmly in the earth. Not roam around like you flirtatious vagabond. Oh, what does it matter? Go on, show me what you've got. Your equipment. Let me have a look. But do it quick.
flirtatious vagabonds. Now looking at the weapons that he's selling, that's a broadsword, right? That's what the supposedly starts out with. That's a longsword. And the battle axe is 125 damage. $105, $115, $120. That makes his moveset is kind of like but $125. Sure, that mace is probably less. And there's a spear. Sells tinted though, it's kind of like Andre, but
Don't waste my time.
you see? Let me look at the regular hand axe. 120. That's only 5 more damage. The strength requirement is so much lower. Obviously, that homunculus weapon is probably. I need 10. Alright. I need 10. 10 or 11. Yeah. Okay, so I was wrong.
Seek the less.
Is it 10? No, it's definitely 11. Yeah. For two-handing it. And I still haven't increased my attunement. I can get a second attunement slot really fucking quick, but I guess we're going back here again. 2-on-1 like this is just, my god. Ow. Now you see that crap, man? Doesn't take much to say, just, you know, See, I wasn't kidding whenever, using a fucking... Dude, it's longer. I was not kidding. Using a life chain. Sure, you can get this weapon down here. If you fight one of those Hate Knights, you can get the lightweight weapon. It's called the Hate Knight sword. It does lightweight damage. I find this very weird about both of those weapons. Both of those two weapons do a very similar amount of damage. I don't need to get the Hate Knight sword, but I'll get it really quick. You couldn't tell durability. That red bar below the dagger slot or whatever, it's definitely a lot worse in this game, obviously. So that has 60 durability, right? A lot of weapons these regular farmers are using, they don't hardly have any fucking durability. I think the knights too. Oh, hello. They fell from up there somewhere. these soul arrows, man. Wow, that sliver of health. There's actually a ring that increases the recovery, the speed of, from this sorcerer dude later. So soul arrows will be going even faster, even if, you know, there's a damn bug. Do you find that weird? So like I said, that fire longsword probably does the same amount of damage, just about, as the Hay Knight sword that you probably get from those one dudes. Also, if you look at this area in a specific way, you'll see there's actually a lot of crows up top from afar. Hey! What the hell are you doing? Alright, now we're going over here. believe the mace requires more strength, doesn't it? Yes, it requires 15 strength.
Oh, hello there.
It requires less dex, though.
This room is not as it seems. There are two, not one pathways leading out. And only this lovely thing reveals the other path. And this, you lovely thing, only runs on miracles. Shall I provide you with one?
I find this setup to be very weird, honestly. You could probably just kill her too, but I'm not gonna say anything. She's probably more difficult than
Go ahead.
the armor to kill. Go ahead, then. God, kill me.
May the power of miracles be with you. Offer your souls to the gods.
Alright, let me show you the other path. Oh my god. Rose water is actually a healing item, apparently. I don't know why they call it rose water either, man. Rogue. But that makes more sense, I don't know. I guess it's about the color in this case, I don't know. Because root is just a color.
The dark stirs. I see it. The darkest spark within you. My name is Elgin. I will trade with you. What do you need?
An archstake staff and a chime. 600 souls for Dark Orb. We have the stats for it.
No matter. The time will come.
Do I have a soul on me? I don't think I do. Oh, yes, yes you do. It's obvious I only have 3 Estus Flash uses. Or more, but... So that probably makes, you know, medium heals more useful in this.
The dark watches over you.
See, Dark Orb is actually in the first, you know, Dark Souls game, but a lot of these other ones really aren't. That they use, obviously, Magic Barrier is. And it's quite low, you know, the amount of souls it gives you, which is strange, isn't it?
Come again, as you like. Dark is always within you.
Why does it cost so much? I mean, why does it do so much more damage in the DLC and DS1? The fuck? And it costs so low here.
Bearer of the
Okay, so now we have an attunement slot. Second one. So Dark Orb actually does more damage to soil. Yet it's probably more expensive. Weird. No, okay. Yeah, that dark person who fucking did this. Does she know her? Does she know her? I swear, this is stupid. But wondering what took is taking you so long. 151. Damage output will change 149. Wait, what? Depending on how much you have. 151. Was I being stupid there? Oh, shit. 149. Typically, I've thought Dark Orb did more damage. I think it might be the defense values on those guys. You attack the other direction. Yeah. There's 3 of them that will show up. That area can be kind of stupid, right? Why don't you just use soul arrow? When they're all on you like that, man, that area is kind of stupid. Hold on. I believe those Hague Knights, well, old Hague Knights, I think it does more damage. Let's see, 149. 88, yeah. Interesting, huh? Yeah, I'm sure those, it's either that they have higher, magic defense. These two probably have higher magic defense than, not so much dark defense. I wonder. Dark Orb, you know, it's like 10 extra uses. Well, okay, no. Soul Arrow would give you like 10 extra uses. Right? In that case. I'll start a file on the other computer later, but not right now. These guys are using rapiers. Well, that one is using a rapier. Those guys are using regular swords, I think. Fighting these guys with just a fucking dagger, man. Just... It's so weird how distance, you know, it matters so much more in DS2. I don't... It's probably just the little fucking things they do to it, man. Hey. Dude. Get over here. How the hell is he not dead? Okay. Yeah, this area is kind of stupid. Can be at least. It's whenever I start using magic here when this starts getting easier. Hello, bro. Okay, this is doomed. It still kind of affects you, man, even with the damn bug. That's why I say using that one ring that makes your attack speed, your cast speed faster. I mean, that is also a stat, too. You know, cast speed, it's not something that matters in DS1 at all, but it does in this game. These are things that probably wouldn't even be happening to me in DS1, like, seriously. It's fucking crazy, right? Okay, let me grab this again. It's nice having that dark orb or whatever, you know, I'm sure for extra uses. Just look at how cheap it is. You have like a third Uma slot, right? DS1, you know, you had a third Uma slot. It just takes 2 shots of that. Ow. Okay. shoot off the dagger. Okay. See, early on like this, I'm sure having a bunch of uses with, you know, as many as you can get, you know, it's definitely going to be very helpful. I believe it's in here. I'd probably be faring a bit better if I had like a long sword or something at least, but still, it's still better to use soul arrows. Especially if you have a shield, man. But if you're really stupid with a shield, either way. And these guys are a lot faster. Isn't that weird how these guys, you know, probably I struggle with, you know, like them in this area specifically. More than those stupid heathens. Why is Darker so fucking good, man? Like, seriously. Okay, is Great Soul Arrow in this thing? I'm hoping it is. Yeah, poison moss if you get poisoned. Is it in there? I need a Pharaoh's Rockstone. Okay. It's probably in there then. Yeah, that's unfortunate if so.
Hello there. Well, I hope... Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself.
Oh, you mean like the starting character bandit? Totally. Yeah, these guys I don't like have as big of an issue with compared to the other knights. Ow. They don't do nearly as much damage, that's kind of the reason why. And there's one. Yeah, I'm just gonna use this. Screw it. I still haven't used the Sublime Bone Dust. I don't plan having this running for very long. As long as you hit them at the right time, you know, you can just kind of get them with the dagger. leashing. Enemy's still kind of leashing this, so I mean, there's still something that happens. And obviously, you know, Stellar the First Sin is gonna have probably harder enemy setups. And, you know, it does, so... expect me having a harder time here. Isn't it weird how this area, this stupid area, right? It's where that idiot is. Okay. Can get a sorcerer catalyst in here. I don't think Great Soul goes in here, is it? Just an amber herb. Can't seem to find it. And this guy is dead. Leaving himself wide open, man. Is he bugged out? I don't know. These stupid shield dudes like to troll a lot, so that can be kind of annoying. I do not remember where the Great Solar was, but I think it's behind that stupid fucking bill. So, I may need to buy that Pharaoh's Lockstone.
I see you managed to escape. I hope that break. Be careful now.
I need to build up like enough souls for it. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Okay, I want you to follow me down the river. I actually have practiced these guys' moveset, kind of. They're using a similar hammer to those dudes in Hade's Tower of Flame. They leave themselves open, so fighting with the dagger isn't something that's too terrible for me. It's just, if I can hit with a specific amount of health, I can probably be done. Probably be faster to just use Solar Arrow, but... These are the first two areas, right? No Man's Wharf is going to be a lot more annoying. I think that was just a light attack, so... And that... yeah, he has a lot more stamina than he's showing. There's a lot more in this one area, man. But I need the soldier key for that. I guess I'll check this item, see if it's up there. The more souls I can get for that stupid Pharaoh's Lockstone, the better. Lord Soul. See, if I got the Explorer, I probably would have that Pharaoh's Lockstone, but, oh well. Light crossbow. I'm sure crossbow's even better in this game. Unless that's great Solar Arrow, but I doubt it. Well, it's a soul of a nameless Solar that's getting closer to where I want to be. Okay. Hello, bro. I want to kill you. I am going to kill you now. See, I killed you. Okay, radiant life. Okay then. I need 4,000 for it, so I'm pretty damn close. Good. I can't be in here, man. It cannot be in this stupid chest. I'm sure it's behind that area. And they'll break your inventory home. That's what I'm gonna do with that damn inventory home. Okay. I might as well put that on. Just what the fuck ever. Hollow inventory boots. Yeah, the embroidered trousers actually are kind of similar to these. Comparable in terms of durability. At least, but still. I like him. Hello, douche. I hate how these shield dudes are fucking dumb, man. Like, seriously. It's like whenever they start guarding, man, it's like, I clearly should have hit them several times or whatever, but whatever. If I were playing ds1, but... Okay. You're practically fucking fathers, man, like, at this point, seriously, you really are a bastard. Okay, screw you, man. Oh! You didn't even bother parrying? Okay then. See, at least you walk back whenever it is a life tip. You're slowly moving or whatever. And then if you use an Estus Slash, dude just doesn't give any shit, man, about drinking it, man. Doesn't even walk backwards. Just gives no fucks, man. Okay, getting pretty close to breaking. Firebomb. Another soul of a nameless soldier. Okay. probably fucking do. Because if it breaks, I guess I have repair powder, but... At least I can actually do damage to these crystal lizards. Honestly, without a normal weapon, I can't really seem to hit those guys without a dagger. Help me understand this curse. We'll figure it out. Shut up. Idiot. Ugh. Not like anybody cares at this point. Okay, whenever you get up there, do not rest at the bonfire. Do not fucking rest at the bonfire. Do not rest at the bonfire. Okay. I'm sure it's there. Alright. I didn't grab this? And somebody's throwing shit at me.
Oh. But you should take this.
Mm-hmm.
It allows undead to call out for help to one another across the fissures. With luck, somebody will lend you a...
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't need it. I swear, man. Large total less than that blue wooden shield. You are a fucking idiot. Like, seriously. Damn. Slabs are more useful in this, and they're much more fucking good from ours, really. A lot of times the enemies in every area always seem to get more annoying, but the bosses are fucking good. But there were a few difficult ones, like I said, like Smelter Demon, which, again, good. Like, my god. Oh, is that a lifeline? Is it better than another one? It probably is. Yeah. Only like 15 by 15. Yeah, not much of a boost. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back up here. Because I got the damn thing that I needed. Because you're an absolute dumbass. I didn't even need to buy that. Fucking pack rat. It's weird because in this game, yeah, it's obvious that Great Soul Hero has less uses, 5 less uses than Dark Aura. But I have 14 intelligence, so I might as well. 228. The dark damage will go up if you have more of a balance between your two intelligence and fate stat, but not much. So probably having Dark Orb, I find it, you know, with Great Solero, it's probably a much better damage option. The boss of No Man's Wharf. Compared to this dude? It's probably easy considering that I practically beat his ass with a dagger a couple of times. But the enemies in the area are probably good. But then again, the enemies in that other area, I mean, are they? I guess it's an upgrade. It's probably more balanced in that area. But getting back to that bonfire is so fucking good compared to this one. I guess. Yeah. And I probably didn't even have Dark Orb good last time I was there. I'm sure having this shit for the pursuer and will make those guys much easier because from what I'm showing here with Dark Orb and Great Solero, I'm already prepared for it, you know, that dude anyways. You're just mostly going for his legs. What I typically do is back off whenever he slams his leg up on the ground. That can be annoying, but that's probably why. You don't even have to fight the Ice Giant, you know, you can fight the Pursuer. But the last giant is here. It's like, what is the point of fighting the last giant? Jeez. Like, dude, what did he ever do? You know, other than, you know, having the soul or something, or getting the souls from him, that's about it. Completion-wise, yeah, okay. to deal with if he has his arm, but... Ow. Man, you see that? You see that shit, man? Ow! Still hit me. Okay, that should do it. So the soldier key only... I guess there's a soldier key, but... The soldier key only really gives you access to this area. There's not much over there. It's like, what are you getting over there? A bastard sword? You see, there's that area over there. There isn't a way to jump to it. I don't really care about those items in there. But, yeah, there's like several of these assholes in this area, so it's just very weird considering that they're here. They leash somewhere back there, I believe. If you go over here, you get the life ring. Well, okay, the ring of restoration. Sorry, yeah, idiot. It's a lot better than the life ring, yeah. Way better. Because it slowly regenerates your health. Not nearly as quickly as a life gem does, and definitely not as quickly as an Estus flask, but there's just constant health regeneration. But it's very slow, and you know, it takes like several minutes just for your health to fully recover. So you can use that if you want, if you are patient. You probably won't even need life gems or an Estus flask, but like, dude. Like, let's fucking, you know, take the slowest methodical route. We'll probably be done in a couple of months, totally. Yeah, idiot. But if you do it the hard way, I mean, if you're not good at it, then my god. Great. Okay. So, if I do this...
Bearer of seek less fit.
Anyway, you want me to fight the fucking pursuer right now? Okay. So, let's see here. I believe you need 9 decks. Yeah. I guess I'll go for another attunement slot. Need a bit more than that, though. There are stronger spells in this, and obviously the spell damage will go up if you increase your faith in intelligence, obviously, but after a certain point, my god, but, okay, so if I go here specifically, see, now I can use the mace. The Hate Knight sword does more damage than a regular long sword, right? Well, so does the fire alarm sword. So now I can two-hand the homunculus mace. 21. Two. And there's a heavy attack. 267. $133. So, in order to send a long sword down the fire path, it has to be +3 or +5. Something like that, yes. Right? Since it's a split damage weapon, it's probably going to be going to 2 separate damages. Right? 1522, right? So I'm getting more fire damage, but that damn Hate Knight probably has. I wonder, does one of those dudes have higher fucking I don't know. So the regular Hate Knight sword, the Hate Knight sword is not from those guys. That's silver Hate Knight in front of the area where you made that one jump that normally kills people. That area, you could probably get a Hate Knight sword there if you get to drop them. And it does the same amount of damage. How was that upgrade? Well, it's the same fucking thing. You know, it's like a +5 weapon pretty much. Versus what I'm getting with this homunculus mace. Yeah. It's weird also because you upgrade the homunculus mace as if it's a regular mace. And you need Titanite shards for it. What the fuck? Let's see, 149. 134. So, Great Soul Arrow does more on this dude. It's a ranged option, and considering, you know, I've been doing way better with magic anyways, you know. Having that option every so once in a while would probably be good. Especially if you... I'm sure when you're just in the moment and stuff, it can generate a lot of anxiety. And just fighting these guys or whatever. Especially when you're up close, it can throw you off in a fight. With some of these weirdos. I'm sure, you know, whenever you are more... It helps a lot, believe me.
Bearer of the curse, seek soul, seek the less visible.
Okay, I need a little more. I mentioned if you have that ring that increases your spell speed from that one person, that really helps too. It's from a mage in No Man's Wharf. I'm sure this build, as long as you keep upgrading, will help you for a long fucking time, you know. But and what is this? I have 3 life gems and a homework bonus, so you could have gotten that there as well. Not to mention, some of the enemies can drop fucking life gems, it's crazy. It's amazing what you forget after a long time, too. Of just not playing a game, too. Ugh. It's the simplest things could just fucking kill you, though, like, seriously. Ugh. Cause the worst possible things to happen in any situation. It sucks.
Bearer of the curse, seek souls, larger, more powerful souls. Seek the king. That is the only way. Lest this land swallow you whole.
See, there's the third one. See, now I have even more uses. So even, you know, if you think the damage from Great Soul Arrow was like, if it's offsets it more just to have the other one over that one. I mean, having 3 attunement slots like this, having all 3 of them, I'm sure that's very useful. And you know, I'll give you like 21, 31, what's like 52, 57, 67. That's a whole lot of uses, and they'll last you for a long time. Of course, you know, if you can probably offset it, maybe get you a 4th attunement slot, or... Because I can use miracles like this as well, obviously. There are higher levels of miracles that could be more useful. And just use one of these cleric chimes to do... have a heal spell, you know? At least that's like 3 uses. And typically, when you're going to be using Estus Flask at times, over this or whatever in this game, man. Almost, it almost seems like Estus have become heals. Just without a stat. They're still better, but almost. Ugh. Like, bruh. I doubt these guys are gonna have, like, dark defense. But obviously, I'm gonna be doing a lot better with this damn thing. Technically, like I said, the Homunculus Mace is a base weapon. And probably, you know, there's not very many weapons that would probably be able to help you. I mean, probably be good with this. Stupid fucking dude. Right? Also, I'm sure there's that ring in there that Sharkor gives you, so you can fall down there. Or you can just wait till you get to the ladder for Lunagrass. I'm sure, but... Obviously, if you use a short sword, obviously, using a short sword, it's certainly smaller in this. And it's longer than a dagger, of course, but still. What they did to it, man, the difference is definitely noticeable. Also, these Hay Knight weapons, man. It's shit on the ground, and especially these stupid, you know, mole rats. And depending on what you're using it on, man. Two-handed moveset, man. I don't know. I've also had this key. Yeah, what you been reading up on, huh? What you been reading up on, It's pretty rot. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Pharaoh's Lockstone. Well, I didn't have to buy that other one, I guess. Idiot. Titanite Star Torch. Yeah, you really are an idiot. Like, honestly. Ugh. Yeah, this is apparently a map. And there is something on it. I don't know. I think it has something with primal bonfires, if I remember correctly. Human effigy. That skill does not respawn unless you use a bonfire aesthetic. It's so fucking weird. And this thing could probably use this damn thing if you ever need to fucking change up your stats, but like, like how much attunement do we need just to be able to, yeah, the soul of the last giant also is a soul as well. I mean, they give a soul as well, it's the same amount as that other one, but, There is a large leather shield that I probably like more than the one that one dude gives you, but it probably has less poise. I don't think I have it though. Dumbass. Must not have grabbed it.
Welcome to my... Oh, sorry, I could really use the business.
Oh, really? Obviously this is a much better shield. Stability, I believe, is the shield one near the durability stat. Out of this starter stuff, I believe Heart Leather Gauntlets is the one that's probably the one with the best defenses. Surprisingly, it just doesn't have any poise. I guess there's a stand-in realm if you wanted.
Thanks very much. And do please come again.
What the hell am I doing, man? You don't have to buy armor from him specifically. He eventually will have a Wheat Knight armor for you, but it's weird what they do to Wheat Knight armor in this compared to Knight armor. There's actually a difference between the two, and there's a reason to use one over the other. Like, and where's the Knight armor? Probably right over here. Toward no man's wharf. But I'm done for today. It's weird whenever you're guarding with this damn thing. Because whenever you're locked on, for some reason, I think the character raises the shield slower. Am I wrong? Is it, maybe it's based on durability, I don't know. It obviously is slower than ds1 though. Okay, if you didn't notice there, whenever it's more about blocking. As soon as he gets a block off, yeah, that's gotta be it. Not to mention, whenever you're guarding two-handed or whatever, and then swinging your fucking weapon, I don't know, man. I think he noticed it there. For a second. Maybe it helps if you, ADP, but running is kind of awkward too. And whenever you guard, like, what the shit, man? The simplest thing can just get you hit. Like, dude. Also, being in this water. Like, dude. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Okay, this is where the night stuff is. The only thing I probably would really care about is maybe the helm at most, not really, but definitely the leggings and that, I suppose. But I had the mage robe. So, if I go over 50%, I'll be, yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm at 75. Okay, then. Actually, I think it's 70. Yeah, if it's over 70. Yeah. typically, it's like a, mid-roll is typically 50% in ds1. Obviously you're in water, so you're gonna be fighting this dude. Your movement is gonna be even slower. This may throw you off a bit. Okay, I may, Falconer stuff actually has poise. But it's not like poise matters as much in this, if I remember correctly. I believe it does in DS3.
Oh, I've stocked some new. They've been selling.
Oh, really? Jesus. See, that's here's the elite line armor. And it's obvious, yeah, it's not much different than this. In the Falconer stuff, it's just Falconer stuff is lighter, slightly. But that's, yeah, the armor is probably the... Now, if you compare defenses, there's actually a difference between those two armors. And this or whatever. So there might actually be, not to mention, you know, it's lighter than regular knight stuff compared to elite knight stuff, so there's might be a reason to like mix a bit of both.
Always open for business.
Yes, totally. Shut up.
Curses upon you! Enough of this. You won't get me.
Ugh. I think he invades you at a certain point. If you buy too much stuff from him.
Is that a shark? Here, to see light. However,
I was like, I don't know, what is it, like 2022? Typically you would see me using fucking, you know, heavy magic typically because I would like to, you know, if it takes longer to go off, that would tell me, I mean, that would have me go, you know, well, that tells me, I got to be more, better with my timing, right? If it takes longer to go off, I have to be better with my timing and when I fire the damn thing off. Whether I'm earlier or later, right? So I can actually hit the fucker. I suppose if you got poise, that can help too, but it's not like, Like, I wonder, is Great Heavy Soul Arrow in this? I think it might be. Yeah, that's fucking weird. Dude, that is fucking weird. Okay. Like I said, I'm not gonna go crazy with these streams like I said before, but if I'm back again, I'll probably be playing Cross Worlds or something. But yeah. Okay, let me do this.